Since the evolution of muscle cars, Ford and General Motors have been at loggerheads trying to claim the throne of the best muscle car. Mustangs are fast, I can attest to that, but it must be hauling ass just to watch the Corvette slip past it. If you own a Mustang, you probably have to take the wheels off the Corvette to beat it in a straight line. Carmakers always try to bring the best to us every year. They create magic and manage to create more ponies from the same power plant with just a few upgrades. COVID-19 really put a dent in the car making industry and left many car enthusiasts on edge. Many have to wait for months before their car of choice is finally released. When compared to the Mustang, the Corvette has a more supercar character, especially in looks and style. This is not meant to be a comparison between Mustangs and Corvettes. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. All you have to do is prove that your car is the more vicious monster on the road. The Corvette trademark has been around for a while, and the 8th generation Corvette, the C8, is one of the most loved Corvettes ever made. We would be taking a good look at the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray. This car has been given the moniker the silent Corvette in many car circles. If my girl asks me to pick between this car and her, I am sorry, but I'm going to miss her. General Motors has an entire lineup of new cars that are waiting to be released into the wild. The advent of new battery technology, pressure from environmentalists, and the success of Tesla is making many already existing car makers make the switch to the production of electric vehicles. GM hopes to be able to make a conversion into a lineup that will be made up of fully electric cars by 2035. The E-Ray is the first step towards making this sustainable energy decision. The E-Ray is part of the 8th generation lineup of Corvettes. In the pack of C8s, the Z06 and the E-Ray are designed to higher performance specs. The lineup also consists of a full EV, a PHEV, and a ridiculous Zora. I like the name Zora. It sounds like a badass anime character with all the cool powers. The 2023 E-Ray is the second car we get to drive in the new C8 lineup, and it is expected to be available as the two-door coupe with a removable hardtop panel and a hardtop convertible sometime in 2023. There has been several speculations about what lies under the hood of the 2023 E-Ray and the many ponies that will be pushing it. Although I have done my research very well, the specification might not be the exact numbers that will come with the production of the car. But if history has taught us any better, with iconic cars like the Corvette, you cannot be lacking when it comes to power. If you've not handled a Corvette before, try not to wrap this one around a tree. The new E-Ray has caught the attention of many. Although other variants like Z06 and the Zora are mind-blowing, the drivetrain of the E-Ray is what's causing so much ruckus, and I don't mean Uncle Ruckus from the old TV show The Boondocks. Before we go any further, you should know that GM has held the trademark of the name E-Ray since 2015. They just had it renewed in 2020. Automakers hold on to trademarks for a lot of reasons not always made known to the public. Most times, they don't even intend to make a car with that name. Maybe it is some secret stunt to always keep the public guessing. Who knows? Now let's jump into what makes the E-Ray go vroom. The E-Ray is going to have a hybrid setup. The rumors speculate that E-Ray will sport 2 electric motors mounted in the front. The layout is going to be closely related to the architecture of the dearly departed BMW i8. The battery pack of the E-Ray will be located somewhere in the spine of the chassis. The E-Ray will still have an internal combustion engine to drive the rear wheels, and it would be placed in the aft, towards the rear end, of the vehicle. Unlike the 5.5-liter flat plane crank V8 that would be installed in the Z06, the E-Ray might be sporting the regular 6.2-liter engine that can be found in the regular C8 convertible and coupe. The E-Ray's combustion engine, in conjunction with its electric motors, should be able to pony up something in the neighborhood of 600 horsepower. That should be more than enough power to launch you back into your seat when you let your car rip. In the new lineup of C8s that GM has laid out, the E-Ray might not be the only vehicle with a hybrid setup. The Zora, remember that one with the cool name, might be a combination of a dual electric motors of the Z06 flat plane crank V8. The result would be something every gearhead would love to see. The Zora is to be designed in reminiscence of the father of the Corvette, GM engineer Zora Arkus Duntov. Now that is one complete badass name. Going back to the E-Ray. The E-Ray takes the place of the Grand Sport in the new lineup. It would be somewhere in the middle of the base Stingray and the Z06. The E-Ray should be able to accelerate faster than the Z06 due to the instant torque from the electric motors. Not only that, but the E-Ray also has all-wheel drive and a larger displacement cross-plane V8. The 2023 E-Ray is going to be all-wheel drive as mentioned before, which means you can send power to all the wheels simultaneously. GM refers to the drivetrain with the RPO code E all-wheel drive. Internally, their all-wheel drive vehicles, both future and present, are going to be known as the E all-wheel drive. The E-Ray is a performance car, yes, but it has its focus directed towards everyday driving. It is cool to be the first one to pull ahead once the light turns green, but you need to know you won't spin out in those treacherous corners and end up in a ditch somewhere. We don't know the specifics that have gone into the E-Ray to make it hug the road like they were meant to be together. When it comes to handling, the contact your tires make with the road is very important. From the images and spy shots that have circulated the internet, we know a few things. The E-Ray is expected to be able to support Michelin Sports Cup 2 tires to give you enough contact with the ground. These tires might not be the standard tires that will come with the E-Ray, but they might be offered as an added option. From images spotted so far, the E-Ray has a wider body. When compared to the Corvette Stingray, the chassis of the E-Ray is even wider. Moving to the lower part of the vehicle, the E-Ray sports bigger brakes, which would be needed to bring it to a stop. In the combination of wheels, you have 20-inch wheels for the front and 21-inch wheels for the rear end. Moving away from the performance aspect, let us go into other aspects of the car that makes it fit for daily driving. There are a lot of other features that go into making a car street legal. Everyone wants climate control, a plush leather interior, and all the other cool stuff. The new E-Ray will also come optionally equipped with a magnetic ride control 4.0. The magnetic ride control is not a standard feature, it is optional, but is one option that everyone should not leave out. Magnetic ride control is a new technology that reads the road in tenths of a second and adjusts in that amount of time too. The suspension fluid contains metal particles that can align and become rigid before you can say Jack Robinson. The E-Ray also makes it easier to swoon the ladies. You have wireless charging, heated and ventilated seats, and a 12-inch digital gauge cluster. Pretty impressive, right? Don't forget the climate control buttons on the center control console. All these features come with carbon fiber accents plastered throughout the entire interior. This new setup is very cool. I like it. I bet many of the youngins will love it too. It supports Apple CarPlay, something many performance car manufacturers forget to add in their infotainment system. It even has a heads-up display. It also supports Android Auto and a Wi-Fi hotspot. This is a den for nerds on wheels. However, there will be no trunk space, or frunk space since it's located in the front of the vehicle. The electric motors of the E-Ray will be taking that space away from you. General Motors has also made things easier for customers that love touring. The 2023 E-Ray also comes with a performance data recorder that helps drivers log their travels and experiences during driving. Who knows, you might just get a rare shot of a road rage at its peak. GM did not forget to include safety features on the variant of the C8. You have the blind spot monitoring system and the rear cross traffic alert. Yes, we know you have a heavy foot, you won't be knocking down bikers at intersections in this car. If you are asking questions about the fuel economy, the E-Ray runs on a hybrid system, so it is expected to have a reasonable fuel economy. The car is going to come with some awesome fuel-saving features like active fuel management. This is a system that deactivates the cylinders once you have the vehicle going to help save fuel. Still in the fuel economy aspect, GM could detune the engine that is going to be mounted with these electric motors to help increase the fuel economy even further. Still, I don't think you should expect the same fuel economy as a Prius. Those things are otherworldly when it comes to conserving gas. Looking at the other additional options that will come with the new 2023 E-Ray, you will have weight-saving options like carbon fiber wheels, carbon ceramic brake rotors, and magnetic ride control. The base trim of the E-Ray is expected to start north of $100,000. It will come in different color trims, and maybe there might even be an option for a custom interior and decor. If you're contemplating buying the 2023 E-Ray, which color would you go for? I wouldn't mind a blacked out E-Ray. With all that aggressive styling, it might as well be my personal Batmobile. I have offers open if you want to take night rides and be my sidekick. We can dump the name Robin, it feels too girlishly anyway. If you are in the market for something sleek, hybrid, fast, and affordable, I don't know if $100,000 can be classified as affordable if you're not a millionaire. But if you can manage to wrangle up $100,000 without selling any of your body parts or organs, the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray would be the best in that price range. The entire new lineup of the C8 contains nothing but engineering marvels. This cannot be rightly compared to all-electric Tesla, but it might pave the way for GM's new electric lineups in the future. It is always nice to have a performance vehicle with a lot of potential, the one thing the 2023 can offer. We don't know how fast the new Corvette would be if you take it to a drag strip, but hold this thought in the back of your mind. Against other production cars in its class, it is going to be a pretty serious contender. That being said, maybe you shouldn't race the Corvette against hypercars that are out of its class for pink slips just yet. What do you think about the new E-Ray? Do let us know in the comments section. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos. See you in the next video. Love ya.